Can you hear me? I hope you can. So today we are gonna talk about periods. Yeah. So this will probably be kind of like a rant or vent kind of thing, but I was thinking of sharing like this will be actually really messy. So I'm telling you that like this is not actually scripted or something like that. And this time I'm like I did it intentionally. I did not make a script or anything like that because I don't want to. I think like doing this without a script uh, feels like I can just talk naturally. I don't know. But, anyways, so I just thought that if I share my experience to you all, maybe you'll feel, I don't know, relatable. Like, it will help you with some ways, right? So, yeah. Uh, so, to everyone, every freaking person out there who gets periods, this video is for you. And a special notice for the guys who are actually feeling uncomfortable are free to go. Get your fucking ass out of here and don't shit on my comment section. Let's get started. Currently, I'm on my second day of my period, so yeah, it's kind of sucks. Too bad. Like, I'm getting cramps, I'm getting heavy flow, everything all at once, and it fucking sucks. It sucks so bad. Anyways, the thing is that so yeah, what I was talking about, I forgot. So my first year, I was probably around like I was in between ninth or 10th grade, so probably I don't want to do maths right now. Never mind. So at that time, what happened was I was like, I think at my home someone died. Like, yeah, like my mom's uncle's wife died at that time. Like we just came from there, and I just went to bathroom and I saw red. Like at my first time I did not have like those like like a total period kind of thing, not heavy floor stuff. Like it was like really minimal spotting kind of thing. Okay, it was like really less, and I was actually kind of freaked out, like what the fuck is happening to me. And I was like, okay, I got blood cancer or something like that, and I'm gonna die right now. Like I have few days left, and I legit thought like this, and I was like so damn scared. And then guess what I used for, like, to get a makeshift bed? I used fucking newspaper. Like, yeah, because everyone was kind of busy, so I couldn't tell that to anyone at that time. And I just used newspaper, and my stomach was feeling really weird. And then I was bleeding, and I was like using newspaper. I'm like tearing them, and I'm like putting it on my panties just to like, I don't know what I was doing. Like I don't know. I didn't knew what period was. Like I was so damn isolated at that time. So I was just like going upstairs, downstairs, throwing the. I was just changing newspaper time to time, and then uh, actually kind of mom kind of noticed. Okay, and like mom was like how are, like what happened and stuff like that. And I didn't tell her at that time because I don't know, I kind of had like this thing that this thing is kind of serious, and I gotta talk to her. Like no, it's not like that, mom, I have a fever, give me medicine. It was not something like that, and I had an idea of that. It was something serious or something like that, and I knew I needed to have a talk with my mom. And at that time we were like so much like everything was like, even now though these things are so much sexualized that you can't show pad to anyone. Like you can't give a girl pad in public, like she'll be embarrassed or stuff like that. You can't talk about these things to anyone because they think that it's gross. Why is it gross? I don't get it. Why is it gross? It's your body. It's just a part of your, just the way, just like, why do we have to think that it's something really I don't know, like in like sexualized way? Why do we have to think it like that? Just the way we talk about our hands, about our face, about our legs, anything, we can talk about that in that way also. Why not? So yeah, anyways, back to the topic. So something like that. I think I don't remember much, but I think day one went, day two went, day three went, day four went, and it was day five. And all these time, I was trying to call my mom. That mom, I need to have a talk with you. Like I want to talk to you. And I was like calling for mom, but she was too busy. She was like kind of like she didn't. She just didn't came. Okay, she just didn't came. And like I was kind of like I don't know what I was like even thinking or something like that. So on the fifth day, I called my mom and she came to the room and I just told her that this thing is happening to me and stuff like that. And she was like, "Oh, didn't you? You didn't touch any like puja stuffs or anything like that, right?" And I was like, "No, I did not. I was trying to think that if I did, but I did not." And then she didn't tell me much. She just took out that pad and then she showed me how to use it and she was like, "You're gonna use this." And I swear using pad is not like exciting thing or something like it feels like something like an extra organ is being attached to you. I don't know. It might sound weird, but yeah, it is what it is. And then my first period kind of went like that. Yeah, I used newspaper. It kind of sucks. And after that, like I didn't got period for 2 to 3 months, and then I suddenly got my period, and it was like so heavy. Like I'm not even exaggerating when I'm saying that it was heavy. Like it was, how do I say, like uh, everything was like getting soaked too fast. Like I think I used more than 7 pads per day, or like more than that, and the pads was finishing so fast. Like, and when I used to go to washroom or bathroom, I used to sit there because I will wear my pants. I'll wear everything back on the place. When the bleeding will stop, right, and I would just sit there for 15 minutes or more. I'll just wait, like, dude, just freaking calm down. Just stop. I gotta wear my pants, and like mom would scream for outside that, bro, what the fuck are you doing inside from that long? And what do I say? The flow was not stopping. It was like it need to calm down a bit, for you to like get a little space so you could wear your pants back on your place, or else your whole pant will be your bloody and bloody. And I don't know, like some girls say that uh, having period, like when I didn't have period, like there was this girl who actually had her period, and then she kind of shared it, but it obviously went above my head. She didn't say what period was or something like that. I don't remember much, but she told me about some sort of ad, and at that time I never knew that those ads were actually of pads, kind of. I didn't knew. I have no idea, like pads and periods and something like that. I when she told me about that, I just knew that she was speaking some foreign language or something like that, because I had no idea. And she was like, when we have periods, we don't feel it, like, but in my case, I feel it way too much. I feel like I'm giving birth to jellyfishes. The clots are so big, like you'll feel it passing out of you, like. So like after 2 to 3 months, I got my period again. Like I don't know why I was skipping so much. So yeah, after 2 to 3 months, I got my period again, and like it was so heavy. Like the flow was so heavy that uh, how do I say? If I was standing, my whole pant was getting soaked, and I used to use like I think triple XL or something like that. Those pants which used to be like a size of my arm or something like that, and which used to cover from like front to back part, and yeah, those kind of pads, and it used to get totally filled in like few minutes or so. I could not sit anywhere because I always have this tension that I would stay in this that blah blah. So yeah, and when I used to sleep, mom used to give me that folded bed sheet, and under that there would be a thick carpet, and under that beneath that there would be a plastic cover kind of thing. And even if it was like this thick, on the next morning it would all get soaked, like totally bloody. And I still remember the scene that there was one morning when I woke up and I just stood, and the flow was so much. It was as if, like, when we, like, squeeze a flowing pipe, and suddenly we just release it, and the flow is like it was exactly like that. And like the flow was insanely crazy, like way too much. Like my legs were shaking by the intensity of the flow. And then, yeah, I was using a lot of pad, like, I don't know, I think I used more than 7 pads per day. Like, yeah, the flow I have now, it's not that crazy kind of flow. Like at that time I had insanely heavy flow. Like, I used to have like layers and layers and layers and layers. And I used to, like, I don't know, I used to use lots of pad. I still use lots of pad actually, but I feel like this flow is not that heavy flow. You know what I'm trying to say? And yeah, it kind of happened like that. And I think my period are still irregular. And like, how do I say, like, a few days, like, when I was in my 11th or so, my periods were like irregular. And like when they used to come, there was like a lot of, how do I say that, it was like heavy flow and stuff. And I was like losing a lot of my hair. And when I say that I lost so much hair that you could fill a fucking pillow with it, I'm not exaggerating when I say that. And later I was diagnosed with hypothyroidism. And I was continuing with my, like, everything, all this kind of stuff that, like, medicines that doctors give. And I was continuing with all this stuff, and I was serious about it. And soon, like, I think last year, they stopped giving me like all those kind of medicines. And they said that I was in a stable position, I don't need medicine anymore. And yeah, now I don't take medicines or anything like that. And how do I say, like, yeah, even like right now, I think people don't talk about this enough. People don't talk about this enough, like about periods or anything like that. Like, I don't know, like people just make it so weird, like, so, like, periods used to go on and on and on and on, and like for like 7, or like, now it's like 7 days. But when at that time, in the beginning, it was like 9 days, 10 days, and it won't stop. Like, and this much bleeding is not good for anyone. Like, I'm like bleeding. I'm losing my blood. I'll get like anemia or something like that. I'll be short. I will have deficiency of iron, and I'll faint. And there's like a lot of shit going on. Okay, and I just how do I say? At that time, it was like that was like a corona period, right? So we took a online consultation from a gynec, and she asked me like what's my weight and something like that, because she was kind of thinking that I might have PCOS or PCOD. So my mom said that I'm underweight, and then she was like, okay, then there's like no issues because she's underweight and stuff like that. And then she was like, every girl, when they're like facing their period for the first time, they get it in a different ways. So it just, like, it differs from person to person. And yeah, and then she, after, like, she gave me 2 tablets to stop my period. I still remember it was like pause. The name was pause. And I got those 2 tablets, and I ate it, and then the period was stopped. And yeah, those, and that kind of flow still exists. It just happened and happened and happened and happened till like the end of 12th. Like, I think from last 1 year, I'm getting my periods in, like, in a, they're still heavy, but like at this point it's kind of like embarrassing, it's kind of weird that you have to normalize something which is really normal. We have to normalize something which is already normal. We have to normalize something which people think is abnormal but is actually a normal thing. Like, I don't know if I'm making sense, but it is what it is. And like about periods, like there was one time when I was like, even in my home, like in the beginning I was not supposed to touch anything, any like puja related things, or those kind of things. And and I think now I do give puja sometimes, even in period or stuff like that. I do give it, and I don't get the point. Like, why would God be thinking that we are impure just because we are menstruating? It's like a normal part of our body. It's like a normal thing, and it's like so weird because let me tell you, in Odisha, in Odia culture, there's like a festival which is called Rojo. Okay, like I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right, but yeah, there's a festival like that. They literally celebrate it because uh, it's like they literally celebrate periods, and those same exact people like see period in a weird way. Like, what? Anyways, so where was I? And I don't know like why people don't normalize it, and it's like they think of it in a weird way. Like when I was actually having like my periods around my school time, like my 10th grade or something like that, I always used to keep pads just in case. I used to have ORS pads and everything just in case, because my body's kind of fucked up. So I gotta keep these things just in case if I have any emergency, because ain't no prince gonna come and save me, bro. So yeah, I gotta keep all the stuff. And there was one time when there was this girl who came up to me and she was like, "Oh, can you give me a pad?" And I was like, "Oh, sure, sure, sure." And I was like, take this pad." And she was like, "Oh, why are you giving it to me like that?" I was like, "How am I supposed to give it to you like this? Make it make sense. What the fuck do you mean? How am I like? We're supposed to give it to you like this, like with my hands. How else?" And she was like, "You should. Oh my god, they're like boys. You should like hide it. Why? Why? Make it make sense. Why? Like, I think I should know about kids. They should learn to respect it. They should learn to respect women. They should know about this, because there's like a lot of guys who are like egoistic, controlling. I don't know. They think that they are being Sigma, Giga Chat or something like that when they're insulting women, but they're not. They're being a fucking assholes. I'm actually kind of getting tired now. I didn't like. I turned off my fan because so my voice would reach you guys. I was kind of thinking of not using my mic, but I think I have to use my mic so you guys will have a clear voice. Yeah. And I think girls should be educated about, like, girls or every kind of people who actually get this puberty and like everything. I think they should be educated. Even guys, they should be educated. Even girls, they should be educated. Like, we should know about each other. I mean, like, I think we should, bro. We should. And I actually like started having all those, like, when my breasts started to grow and like, like they're like growing, and I was like, I was actually kind of like, I used to like touch them. I was like, what the fuck? What the fuck is happening? Like, am I getting cancer? Like, every single thing, every freaking thing would take me to cancer. I don't know why. I don't freaking know why. Like, I was like, oh, I might be having tumor or something like that. Why the fuck is it happening like that? Why am I like having things like that? But after I got my periods and I just started, searching up everything on Google, and I got to know about everything, like taboos and like how people actually think and like everything else. So now I feel like they should stop here. This taboo, this everything should stop here, because in this generation we have our own mind. We know what is right, what is wrong, and we should work on it. Just because someone told that, oh, this is something which is disgusting, we can't blindly follow that. Because just think it with your own mind. Use your own brain to think that if that thing he said is right or wrong. Just don't blindly follow it. And like there are some guys I've seen who make fun of periods who are. And I still remember when I was in like in my school time, uh, I couldn't go to school because I couldn't attend classes because I was on my periods. And as I said, my periods were horrible, so I couldn't go. And because if I went to class with that period, I would make a scene. I would make a really bad scene out of there. Like it would be a spectacle to watch. You know, a big red ass stain on the bench. I just went to my class teacher, and we used to have this diary kind of thing where we used to write our reason of absence, and we used to give it to teachers, and she would sign it. And I just gave it to her, and she was like, "What did you?" She was like, "What did you write?" And I was like, I just like I was on my period, ma'am. I was really frank about it. I was like, I'm on my period, ma'am. I was on my period, and she was like, "You can't write it like that. You cannot write it like that." And I was like, what? She was like, she just cut it, and she was like, "Write six, six, six." And I was like, what? What the fuck? What the fuck? Um, okay, okay. And I just wrote that, oh, because I was sick or something like that. And it was pretty weird. I think it should all start from school. Like, they should teach to the students what actually, like, I think we should be educated about our body, because like this is our body. We're supposed to know what's happening to our body. We should be self-aware about it. You know what I'm trying to say? And like, I think um how do I say, like, people are so weird. I think intention matters a lot. For me, intention matters a lot. If you ask me why, because like, suppose, okay, you're on your period, and like there's someone who told you, hey, don't go to temple today, okay? And there's two type of way which you can like think of it, and which is like, you'll catch the tone, when someone will say, hey, don't go to temple today, you're on your period. First, you'll think that maybe he's saying that or she's saying that because out of those stereotypical taboo kind of way, from their own like old ass thinking, that kind of thing. Like, in a way that will feel like they're trying to stop you just because you're on your period, okay? And another way you'll feel like that, oh, maybe he's or she's saying that because he or she genuinely cares about me, that I might be tired, I might be like facing this, that because I'm on my period. And because of that, he or she is saying that, and that makes total sense. And I think that intentions matters a lot. Intention matters a lot when someone says something. It's like, just think that someone is saying that, hey, you should wear more traditional. Okay, just think of this. Mean a lot of things. Like, he or she wants to confine you in a box where they see women as that they should only wear traditional clothes to be feminine or something like that. That they have this thinking that women should wear traditional clothes. Women are responsible to carry all the tradition and stuff like that. And there is another way, that is that someone might actually admire you, like, wearing all this kind of like traditional clothes and outfits. Like, they might actually admire you, they might actually think that you're beautiful. That's why they were saying that. And from this point of view, maybe you can see why I'm saying that intentions matter a lot, a lot. And like, yeah, I think period education about your own body and everything is so, so, so necessary. And I don't know if I'm repeating this. I think I'm repeating this line again and again because it is important. Like, guys should know what girls go through. We should know what guys go through. We should know about each other. And how do I say, like, I don't, and I think, what, we are the one who builds society. So if we change ourselves, there is a chance that the future generation, the future society will also change. And for those people who say that it's not a one night thing that the society will change, I know it's not a one night thing. It's not. It won't happen in one night. That everyone just changed their mind and everyone is like all peaceful, happy, rainbows, bows. Oh yay! It won't be happen like that. It won't. But just look at your present. We are getting educated. Girls are getting educated. Girls are getting facilities and everything. Why? Because the women in past decided to protest against it, to decide to change themselves. So they made the change which we are living in, like they gave us this opportunity to study and to be everything we are today. So if we decide to change today, maybe our future will get better. Will get better than this. You know what I'm trying to say? And after that, like, it's like so weird, like how people sexualize everything about female. Like, if she dresses as something, they'll sexualize it. Like, it's like so weird. It's like so weird. And I've seen this also. Like, if your underwear or if your something is like drying outside, you kept it outside to dry. They'll say like, oh, how can you keep it outside? Others can see. Others can see it. I was like, what? Like, aren't you supposed to dry it outside so it will, get dry? Why do you have to sexualize every freaking thing? I don't know. Like I think we should get our heads straight. We cannot sexualize every freaking thing. And what is that? Whenever there's a girl outside her bra strap is showing, and the people, the aunties will be like, oh, her bra strap is showing. Oh my god, this is the end of what the fuck? What the fuck? That's like a freaking bra strap. It's okay. It's like a part of garment. It's a cloth. What's the problem with showing? I don't get it. I don't get it. Girls are supposed to support each other, not turn your back against each other. What the fuck? And let me tell you, there will be a lot of people who will be commenting about your body like, oh my god, you're so flat. Oh my god, you're like this, that. You'll never be able to pleasure your husband. Like, that's such a disgusting thing to say to someone. And like, anyways, so yeah, someone did told me that. And it was like, it's actually really weird. Like, when people say a lot of things and you see yourself in the mirror, you don't see yourself in from your gaze. You see yourself in the gaze what others see you in, you know. And to be honest, it's like a really bad place to be in. And I think the thing that helped me was when I thought that fake it until you make it. This quote actually helped me a lot because you have to fake that you love yourself a lot, even though you don't. Like, you just have to say that, I'm looking so beautiful, I'm looking so this, that. Because when you say good thing to yourself, it kind of registers in your brain. I don't know much about psychology in this thing, but all I know is this thing registers in your brain, and like you'll see the difference after a few months or maybe like. And you know what? Healing doesn't happen in one day. It might look really weird, really absurd. Like, healing is really weird, but you might feel like you are not even healing. Like, everything is getting worse again and again. But somewhere in between, you are healing. You are. And yeah, it happens like that. Like, it's not like even me. I don't feel beautiful all the time. Like, but whenever I look at myself, I just say that I look beautiful because that's what I am. I am beautiful. I know that. And I know this is getting a really less about period and more about me ranting about random stuff. And I told you this was going to be messy. This is going to be messy. So yeah. And there was this like, I'm actually thinking of using menstrual cup, and I have seen quite a lot of videos about it. And I saw that there was this girl who went to gynecologist, and she told her about menstrual cup, and her gynecologist was, what? You're using it before marriage? Like, and I was actually kind of shocked because what the fuck do you mean by using it before marriage? Does she have to get married just to use a menstrual cup just to feel better in her periods? Like, make it make sense, bro. What the fuck? And like there are like a lot of people with patriarchal thinking that they think that uh, like as I said, though, those people who said that, oh, you won't be able to pleasure your husband, like my body is not here to pleasure someone. That's like so disgusting way to think about it. And like just because my body doesn't matches someone's aesthetics in their head doesn't mean that my body is bad. I love my body, I love the way it is. And you know what, like how do I say, it was like so weird. And about menstrual cup, I'm actually like, when I actually started to think and like think more, and I was like thinking that, oh, it goes inside vagina and stuff like that. And I was like, what? I was kind of creeped out because it would go inside, and I was like so scared about it, like how the fuck will it go inside. I did a lot of research, and then I got to know that actually there's like a really shocking thing that I reveal about myself, that I don't know where my vagina is. Like, I'm being really straight about this, but yeah, I don't know where it is, it where it is. And I think at that time I was like, bro, it's really weird because we all should know about our own body because it's our own body. And at a point I was like, I was pretty uncomfortable about the thought that I have to search about it, I have to explore myself to know where it is and stuff like that. And the idea was pretty weird. I felt like I'm violating some rule or something like that. This is something illegal or stuff like that. And it took me months to realize that I'm not violating a rule. I'm not. And like, it's something normal. It's my body. I gotta know what it is, where thing is, where it is situated, and I should know it, right? It's my body. I should. And like when I thought about using menstrual cup, I still don't use menstrual cup. Let me tell you, and I'm pretty guilty of using pads because these little guys don't, they're not biodegradable. They don't. When we use it and throw this out, they'll take ages to like just you know break down and stuff like that. And I think pads are pretty costly also. And if you use menstrual cup, they'll last for like, I don't know. I think I saw it like 6 to 10 years. They'll last for 6 to 10 years, and you just like, life will get so much convenient. When I say that, life will get so much convenient. And just imagine having heavy periods and like, oh fuck, having like heavy period and then mood swings. And yeah, I also get cramps, like they're like mild thundering down there. And then I also get like lots of cravings, and then I feel so weak. Of course, I'm losing my blood, so I'll feel weak. And my sleep schedule gets so fucked up because I cannot sleep at all at night because, like, there's no perfect position I can find to sleep on comfortably. And like in my periods, I feel like I can eat anything and everything or nothing at all. I feel like I can cry over, like during my period I get angry over like little things, but I don't take out my anger. I don't like, I get irritated so easily, and I feel like I can cry over a spoon that I accidentally fell from my hand. And like, it was so much difficult, bro, so much difficult. Like, I can cry over the tiniest thing that I do. And like, I don't know, it's like so freaking bad. And like, can we talk about how miserable like period makes a person? Like, currently I'm on my periods and my flow is like so heavy, and I feel like I'm giving birth to jellyfishes, and it's like I don't have a uterus. I have a fucking stone in my in my abdomen, and bro, everything like is aching so bad. Like, I think 2 days back I went to, I climbed like 660 stairs, like up and down 660. Okay, so add it up, 660 plus 660, what will it be? Like, I think more than 1000 stairs easily. And the next day, like a day before yesterday, my thigh and my waist and my back, hips, everything was aching so bad. Like even my glutes, like I swear it was aching so bad, and I couldn't even walk properly. I was walking like, legs are a bit spread, and I was like bent over, and I was like waddling. It was like that. Even in periods, I usually waddle because uh, we never know, bro. The pad will go this way, that way, and it will leak, and that's weird. Actually, I wanna stop wearing pads because it's like it's just so weird. It just makes it all so weird. Like, how do I say? Like, when you're having a heavy flow, it makes it also warm there, down there, and like it becomes so weird and like so weird. And it's like, how do I say? There are like rashes, odor, and like this is not even eco-friendly, and I feel guilty whenever I use a pad. But what can I do? I went there to see waterfall, and I think I actually uploaded the video. It's on my channel. And then yeah, so I couldn't walk at all the whole day. And the next day, yesterday, the pain transferred to my calves, and they were like, my legs were aching so bad. And today, the my legs are still aching, but I'm on my periods, and everything is like so miserable. And I don't know, I just wanna sleep. I feel like so lazy. So let's try menstrual cup, but I think I still need time to adjust with everything, and all those things. And then, but I actually wanna use menstrual cup. I wanna use it, and I wanna, and like, because I've seen like there are a lot of people who say that their life has been so easy, and I feel like menstrual cup will be so good for me, like using menstrual cup, and I could use a period panty or stuff like that. And to, for extra protection, I could use that, and it would be so good. Like this sounds like a legit plan. And i've I've heard that inserting a menstrual cup is pretty easy, but taking it out is kind of difficult. But I actually want to try it all. I want to try using menstrual cup. And yeah, if I try a menstrual cup, I'll definitely share the experience with you all, of course. And yeah, I don't know what else to say. I'll just say that be free, talk about your questions and everything. Be free about all these things. And like, I think if we will normalize talking about all these things, there might be a change. Maybe. My head feels so messy right now. I don't even know what to talk about. So, I think I'll end this video here. So, yeah. Take care of yourself, stay hydrated, and stay healthy. Keep eating, and bye bye. And yeah, if you guys have anything to vent about, rant about, or anything at all, comment section. You can write it out in comment section. I'll read it. Bye bye.